Hi guys, a very good morning. Welcome to Oliveboard Speed Reading Practice 3.0 editorial session. Very good morning guys. Quickly join in everybody. Okay. So Shankar, Pavitra, Akhil, Alia, Naveen, Mani, Niranjini, Mati. Very good morning all of you guys. Gaurav, Muskan. Nice starting. The ad is good, right Naveen? Okay, something that should wake all of you up, right? Okay, so today we are going to read a new article, an important one related to environment, which is interesting also from the Hindu newspaper. So quickly everybody join in, share the session also. Let's begin our reading for today, right? I was just checking your homework for yesterday. So very well done, Gargi, and all the people who have given their comments, okay? Yesterday's homework, I was just checking it. Good job guys, continue that. Okay, great efforts. That should bring some results for all of you. Now interview batch is live for SOIT. I just wanted to say for SOIT especially we have an interview course, right? So if you have cleared IT specialist officer, okay, there is an interview batch separate for all of you. You can use my code Harshita and get maximum discount. Even for PO, we have the interview still live. You can check the details and enroll, right? Now, I have already told you RBI assistant batch, guys. It is starting on 21st. Enroll soon. SBI clerk batch as well as there. Then ESIC is already running. We'll add more batches, so it is better you buy the super elite plan to access multiple courses, right? Instead of buying single plans again and again, you go for super elite, access multiple courses, use code Harshita here also for discount. Now see, super elite will give you all the mock test, mains mock test, topic test, live practice sessions, okay, concept videos, everything. Basically, everything is included in Super Elite plan. You will not have to again and again buy things, right? Now, we'll begin, but before that, anything that you take on Oliveboard, please use my code. Any course, even for that matter, SSC, UPSC, banking, anything. Also, guys, I would like all of you to join me on Telegram. So, my group name is Harshita Khurana, the grammar girl. You can also ping me directly, message me directly on Telegram for any of the queries. It is Harshita Khurana, the grammar girl. Now, starting with the revision. Yesterday, we discussed a few words. I think we should revise those before going further and starting with the topic. Okay, so all of you, I would like to give you, I would like all of you to give me the meanings very quickly because we have done these words yesterday. And yeah, chalo, start karte hain. First one, aspersions. What are aspersions? An attack on someone's name, somebody's reputation, that is aspersion. Okay, right. Attack on what? Attack on the reputation of somebody's. Okay. So attack on the reputation, the honesty of someone. Okay, integrity of someone. You attack that. That is aspersion. Okay, noun word, guys. It is noun word. Same like if I give you a very simple hint, like you say defamation. When do you defame somebody? Fame from famous. Okay, so you defame somebody when you try to talk negative about them, okay, behind their back, try to destroy their image, their reputation. Defamation, similar like that, okay, similar to that only. Yeah, misgovernance, okay, the act of ruling badly. The act of governing is the act of ruling, okay, the act of governing any country, any organization badly. Miss here means negative. So misgovernance is governing badly. Conquered. I concur means I agree. Simple. I concur is I agree to this. Okay. I concur with it. Oh, yeah, I agree to it. Okay. I told you, I concur with it. It means I agree to it. Hem. Hem means HELM, at the control. Basically, where you are in a position leading. Okay. Where things are under your control. Okay. You are at the hem means things are under your control. Or also where you are in charge of a company or of an organization, that is at the helm. Yeah, you are in the position of control, correct. Exorbitantly, we say exorbitantly high rates were charged. What do you mean by exorbitantly? A lot more, way expensive than it should be, very very expensive. Okay, excessive, too much. Actually, correct word will be excessive, too much rates, extra, excessive, correct. Unseemly, I think this is a negative word, is what I remember. I discussed with you, this is negative. Unseemly किसको बोलते हैं? Not right, something which is not right in a particular situation, something which is not polite. Not right in a particular situation. Dishonest, not right, not polite, that is unseemly. I also guys gave you one thing to remember, that unseemly is which part of speech? Can anybody tell me? I think I mentioned it. I remember mentioning it. Anybody who can tell me? Sordid is not honest or moral, not honest or moral. Very, very unpleasant, dirty, sordid. Apparent is something which is obvious, very, very clear. Yes. No, no, no. I told you this. Again, you are marking Gargi. No. I said unseemly looks like your adverb. Okay. But it is adjective. Okay. Niranjani remembers. Unseemly is adjective. I remember this telling you. Unseemly is adjective. It looks like adverb, but it is adjective word, guys. Adjective word means not polite. Okay. Not polite. Unseemly manner. Okay. It looks like adverb, but it is adjective. You have to remember. Mystifying means confusing. Manoj, very good morning. Finally woken up. Barred means you try to block, prevent. Okay. All right. Block or prevent. Got these words? See, you should remember, even one day before, if you have done, if you are I'm asking you the words again, we are revising. You should be able to remember maximum just yesterday, because we did these words and some are very common. Okay, right. Chalo, now moving to editorial, guys, from today's The Hindu newspaper. The Hindu, favorite newspaper, right? Everybody's favorite, The Hindu. Guys, I am giving you time to read. Read it once, read it twice, try and understand what is being written. Yeah, I will, Gargi. Just reply back to your query. I think in by 10 I'll just reply back to your query. Don't worry. Okay. Okay, very important, guys. The time Anthropocene error. Okay, Anthropocene error is basically that time or that period we say where, okay, the period denoting human activity that had a dominant influence on climate and the environment. Okay, so the period during which, the time during which, the period during which human activity has been the dominant influence, has been dominant influence on climate and the environment. Okay, influence, okay, on climate and environment. So I will write here, if you talk about climate, environment, the time period, the era, okay, the time period which denotes the time period, it is actually adjective. This era we are saying Anthropocene era is basically the time period where human activity, human influence was maximum on the environment, on the climate. Okay, you're getting it? So this is how we use this term. Okay, so whenever you talk about, see, a long period in the history, we say era. Okay, some long period in history, we call it era. Okay, period of time. So when we talk about when was human activity dominant in the or most influenced the climate, most influenced the environment, that particular period we say. Okay, getting it, getting the meaning, all of you? Right. Geological force relating to a particular area. Geological force, right? So, see, changes that occur, okay, on geologic landscape. For example, we have volcanoes on the mountains, so related to geology, okay. So, the forces, the changes that happen, geological force means the change that happens, okay, on the geological landscape. For example, volcanoes, okay. Now, what are effluents, chemical effluents? Uh, Effluent meaning waste, okay, any chemical waste that are produced, effluents is your waste, okay, chemicals produced by factories, for example, effluents, okay, waste, wastage, clear? Now, see, Prime Minister Narendra Modi in his first very important speech this year, okay, said on the theme of environment. Okay, what did he say, guys? That it is not the planet that is fragile, that is delicate, but people, their commitment to conserving nature, their commitment is very fragile. Okay, they are not very committed to save nature, protect nature. Okay, now we are talking about other researchers also. For example, we have given here James Lovelock's hypothesis. If you talk about hypothesis, is any kind of assumption you make or theory you gave based on very little evidence, right? So this is a scientist name. Okay, James Lovelock is the scientist. He has his own website also. You can check. Okay, so he is a British scientist, environmentalist, futurist, we say, right? His hypothesis that puts forward the interconnectedness of nature. He says everything is interconnected. Then there is a Nobel laureate also, who is Paul Crutzen, right? So we are talking about different people. Now, first one is the scientist who has written many books, who is an environmentalist. He says everything is interconnected. सब कुछ क्या है, link में है, right? If we talk about the environment, okay. And we have one more person who is a Nobel laureate, okay, who has been given this highest official, who is a Nobel laureate, okay, who has been given Nobel Prize. Okay, he said that chemical waste was changing the planet's atmosphere, causing harmful climate change and other effects. Okay, right? So here we are at an age which is called Anthropocene era, which is basically a time when human activity has a very important factor, or playing a dominant influence on climate, on environment. Okay, right? That is shaping the destiny, the future of our planet. Clear? Getting this, guys? I have tried to make it easy for you, not very tough to understand. समझ में आ रहा है कि नहीं बताओ? Yes or no? Clear? This era, now remember we are using an adjective word here. तो जब हम बोलते हैं क्या, ये era क्या, Anthropocene era is basically a time where humans have a great influence, okay, dominant influence on climate, on environment, right? Yeah. तो प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी ने शायद इस साल पर्यावरण के विषय पर अपने पहले संबोधन में टिप्पणी की थी कि यह ग्रह नाजुक नहीं है, बल्कि लोग और प्रकृति के संरक्षण के प्रति उनकी प्रतिबद्धता थी, right? So fragile is not the planet, fragile is the commitment of the people to save nature. Okay, right? So the commitment is not strong, commitment of the people is not strong. Getting it? So जेम्स लवलॉक की गई परिकल्पना से, जिसने प्रकृति की अंतर संबंधता को प्रस्तुत किया, ओके, नोबेल पुरस्कार विजेता पॉल क्रुट्सन को, जिन्होंने चेतावनी दी थी कि रासायनिक अपशिष्ट ग्रह के वातावरण को बदल रहे थे और हानिकारक जलवायु परिवर्तन प्रतिकृत प्रभाव पैदा कर रहे थे। कई ना ये मामला बना दिया है कि मानवता एंथ्रोपोसीन में है युग, और एक भूवैज्ञानिक शक्ति की तरह ये ग्रह को, नियति को आकार दे रही है। सो वेरी डिफिकल्ट हिंदी, बट या इट इज इजी टू अंडरस्टैंड इन इंग्लिश कि अभी पीपल आर सेइंग दैट इट इज बिकम अ पीरियड ऑफ टाइम वेयर majority people have influence on climate, very major dominant influence on climate and environment. Okay, and it is like the force which is changing the landscape, okay, geological force which is shaping the destiny of the earth, the planet. Okay, yeah, Akhil, very good. I am happy you noticed that. Okay, so here Akhil has noticed a very important grammar rule. We say commitment to plus ing, gerund form, conserving, ing will come. Okay, fragile is very delicate, जो बहुत ज्यादा जल्दी ब्रेक हो जाए, fragile is delicate, ठीक है, नाजुक, right? Correct, Akhil, very good. Fragile, commitment to plus we use ing, gerund. Okay, I think we can go to the next para. I have explained you this completely. Now I want you to read the next one. Today you guys, you will get many words, also important ones. Try to remember these. Yeah, weather change is definitely a very important burning topic. My commitments are becoming fragile day by day. What happened to Manoj? Apocalypse means vinashkari, disastrous, right? Guys, words related to disaster also you should know, like cataclysm, calamity. Okay, apocalyptic means disastrous, extreme destruction, catastrophic. Very good, Gargi. However, this gives the distorted sense that it is vaguely defined planet that needs protecting. An idea reinforced by the disastrous documentaries on melting glaciers. We have seen so many documentaries, guys. हाँ, very good. So disaster के बहुत अच्छे synonyms हैं जो आपको पता होने चाहिए. Important synonyms of disaster, like you are writing here, havoc, catastrophe, calamity, all these important words, right? Now, this shows that now we are saying that humans have a great influence on the planet. Okay, now हालांकि ये विकृत अर्थ देता है कि ये एक अस्पष्ट रूप से परिभाषित ग्रह है जिसे संरक्षित करने की आवश्यकता है. It shows that it gives us a sense, okay, that planet needs protecting. Okay, an idea which is strengthened by apocalyptic means disastrous documentaries or extreme documentaries which show extreme disaster destruction such as melting glaciers, right? ठीक है, पिघलने वाले ग्लेशियर्स पर सर्वनाश संबंधी वृत्त चित्रों द्वारा प्रबलित एक धारणा. So we have seen this, that are always we hear planet needs protection, and from documentaries also we see that in all our documentaries like that. Okay, we understand, right, that it is a planet that needs saving. Okay, we always say that, but actually the writer is saying it is a commitment of the people. Okay, people need to behave in a order. And there is a movie also, yes, there is a movie also named apocalyptic, right? So we here the writer is saying we are in the idea that planet needs protection, but and this idea is strengthened by documentaries, but actually it is the people, guys, who need to commit, who should have strong commitments, right? And understand how to live or conserve nature. The commitment to conserving nature should be strong. या एपोकलिप्टिक मूवी भी है, एक मूवी का नाम है, करेक्ट. Today Arun is absent or what? Arun? See, Arun is not commenting, means not present today. Some people I know, okay, they are absent, not present in the class. Bunking the class. Acha, Arun is present. Today very quiet, Arun. Industrial age, you all know, right? Industrial age, when what happened, guys? Replacement of hand tools with powerful machines. Okay, power driven machine. Okay, when that industrial age, during we tried to there was a beginning of, you can say, manufacturing processes, right? There were machines that were brought in. Okay, right. The truth is very complicated. It is not simple. Complex means not simple. What is the truth? Guys, what is the truth? See, man has embraced agriculture. Means man is holding agriculture very tightly. The control of power of wheat and rice as food crops. Clearing of forest tracts caused the first major large-scale changes to global climate. Okay. So, the first kind of changes when it started. Basically, we are going back to the past time, past period. Okay. So tracts of land, you understand, forest tracts means large areas of land. Okay, very large area of land. Tract, very large area of land. Okay, so basically when they used to clear that large areas, that started the climate changes to the climate. Okay, because the effects, the results were very obvious after centuries. The same time you did not see the result. Okay, the changes in the atmosphere because of the beginning of the industrial age. We started using fossil fuels. Okay, industrial age, when people started bringing machines, manufacturing started happening, right? Relatively speaking means comparatively. Okay, all this happened very quickly, in the blink of an eye, very fast. Okay, so something which happens in the blink of an eye is extremely fast, very quickly. Okay, so relatively, if you comparatively say, this happened too quickly. What is common is both these eras, both these times in history, both these periods in history, okay, who suffered the most are the poor people. Okay, the poor suffered the most. The poor means all, everybody. The poor, we are using the before this adjective, before this word poor means we are referring to the category, all the poor people. Okay, they suffered the most because they had the least agency, least resources to protect themselves from a nature which was disturbed, worried. Okay, they had least agency means they did not have the resources to protect themselves. Okay, they did not have the services, they did not have the ability, you can say, to protect themselves, right? So the poor suffered the most, right? Last year, Uttarakhand, we know all of us know this rule. Oh, sorry, know this news. Uttarakhand saw a avalanche of rock and ice destroy two hydropower projects and caused death. Okay, so destroyed will not come. We saw this means, we saw this as a part of news. How it destroyed two projects. As a fact, we are mentioning to destroy is okay. We saw in Uttarakhand news. How many of you remember this? The poor means full category, we say. All the poor people. The rich, all the rich, wealthy. The unemployed, all the unemployed people. So when we use the adjective the before the word, the poor means all the poor people we are referring to. Okay? So industrial age, if you will know, तब से ही ये प्रॉब्लम शुरू हुआ. Dawn means beginning of the industrial age. Dawn is beginning. Okay, when it started. Okay, and everything happened very quickly. Okay, and these periods, guys, which people suffer the most, the poor. They don't have the ability to protect themselves. वो खुद को नहीं बचा पाते हैं इस सब से. ठीक है, उत्तराखंड में भी एक सिनेरियो हुआ. उत्तराखंड, which is of course my in-laws place. Okay, so Uttarakhand saw the avalanche of rock and ice, okay, that destroyed the projects. It caused deaths. There were hydropower projects that they were planning, and those were destroyed. Tract, it is tract. Very large area of land is tract. Okay. Amruta, T-R-A-C-T. Getting it? T-R-A-C-T. So what are hydropower projects that use the power of water that is in flow, right? So that is the hydropower projects. Okay. So Uttarakhand news, we all know what happened. there were deaths, okay, because of the projects. And see, that area is very sensitive, okay. And when they do construction work or try to bring in new projects there, the of course the geology is not able to take that, right? Very sensitive areas, okay. We have seen that in the past, okay. Chalo, next. Guys, they live a very simple life, and there should not be, actually, when I went there, I don't feel Uttarakhand, that side, they should do any of these or bring any of these projects also. Very sensitive area. Yes, I went to that also. Arun, when I visited, I went to that place also, Pandav Koli. Near that only we have our house, right? That is my husband's place, of course. It's a very beautiful place. Huh. Part of Ramayana, that is true, which you are understanding. And a very, very beautiful place. You have to walk a lot though, yeah. Very good morning, Manjot. Manjot is now preparing for RBI or no? Brittleness means when something is very, very delicate. Okay? Huh. Brittleness here. Brittle is what? Delicate. Delicateness, right? मनोज बोल रहा है ओली भी सुंदर है अच्छा ठीक है guys all of you should travel a lot I must say oh Manjot Uttarakhand near your house okay next time I am there you can come and meet yeah I know Nainital is very close I don't know when will next time come for me also but yeah actually yeah everybody should travel a lot that is definitely there okay ameliorate means improve. Very, very, very important synonym of improve is, good synonym of improve is ameliorate. ठीक है आलिया हाँ I think I have discussed it in my classes also. Ameliorate, improve something. Okay. Now you see geology of Himalayas, how the rocks are there. Okay, study of rocks, how they are formed. Scientists have already given a warning that the region of, if you talk about Himalayas, that region is very, very harsh, very, very difficult to live in. Okay, why? Actually, it is difficult for projects. Some big, huge, mega projects, you can't get there because they are not made for such big projects. Okay, for because of that, people still companies bring projects, then floods happen, earthquakes, landslides, Okay, they have shown us time and again repeatedly that this area is not for such mega projects. It is not suitable for projects. Okay, it is highly sensitive area. Okay, time and again this have been shown. Sometimes we have earthquakes, we have landslides, all this. What does it show? That the area is not suitable for engineering projects. Okay, right? But while the earth rearranges itself, okay, earth also, there are changes that are happening in a manner that can be destructive, deadly to those least responsible for the cause of disequilibrium. When do you cause disequilibrium? When there is lack of stability. You will do too much construction in an area which is very, you can say delicate, right? Himalayas, okay, which is not hospitable for projects, and you disturb the equilibrium, you disturb uh, you can say the stability, right? So guys, if fragile were to mean, again grammar rule, with if conditional we use past tense plural. If were, if is written, okay, so were, okay. So if fragile means something which will break easily, it's delicate, okay. People and animals are the ones who need protection. It is not planet. Writer is saying people and animal need protection. Okay. India's position of climate justice is that it cannot be denied. When you deny something means you refuse the right to rely on, to depend on polluting fossil fuel to improve the living conditions of most Indians, okay, who have very limited access to reliable energy. What is reliable energy? Reliable is something that can be trusted on. Okay, reliable is something which can be trusted on. Reliable energy means natural gas, for example, is a reliable energy source, we say, right? Which can provide us power whenever it is needed. Okay, and the gas it emits, it has less emissions. Reliable energy, more trusting, right? Okay, the most, for example, nuclear power. So guys, which is affordable energy, reliable energy, wherein the emissions are less, destruction to climate is less, right? Reliable energy. Getting it? Yes or no? Tell me. Acha, Venkateshwara, this is your first class. I hope you come daily at 7 a.m. for this class. Last third line in a summary. Okay, I will explain the last third line again. India's position of climate justice is that India says that it cannot refuse the right of people, okay, to depend on polluting fossil fuel to improve the living conditions. See, India wants to improve the living conditions of people who have very limited, or you can say they cannot use the other sources of energy, but India wants to actually improve the conditions of their of course citizens, right? And there are people who don't have access to reliable energy, okay, affordable energy. So for that, India's climate justice says that we will not refuse people to depend on polluting fossil fuel, right? So basically the problem is that just because we want to improve the lives of certain Indians, okay, we are actually making them use polluting fossil fuels. We are making them depend on fossil fuels, which is wrong. Okay, getting it? Yes or no? Akhil, understood? Jakarta will sink. Okay. Guys, climate change is a very serious issue, of course. And yeah, definitely every country, they try to just improve the lives of their people, but what they are keeping at stake, they should remember the climate. Okay, and right now writer is very clear that it is not the climate or the planet which is delicate, it is people who will be in trouble. Okay. So climate is showing signs, landslides, earthquakes. Climate gives signs, okay. The planet, the earth gives us signs, okay, what should not be done. Okay, so we are in trouble more than the planet. Yeah, it is a beautiful editorial today. This is from The Hindu today. Very nice article written. Guys, we have done this word disproportionate. What do you mean disproportionately? Something which is too large or too small. Extreme large, okay, or extreme small in comparison to something else. Too large or too small in comparison to something else. Disproportionate. Outlast is live longer, last longer in comparison to something else, right? Incomprehensible, which comprehend is which you can understand, but which is impossible to understand is incomprehensible. Okay, impossible to understand, incomprehensible. India will continue to fire coal plants, completely destroy forests for industries, build roads. In a geology, in a fraught geology, geology is filled with something unpleasant. Fraught geology, when we say, what do you mean by fraught geology? Geology meaning, this, again, how the way the rocks are formed. Geology is the physical history of the earth. Okay, the science that deals with the dynamics, the history of the earth. Okay, how everything is composed, right? So there is fraught geology, it is in trouble, it is unpleasant. Okay, so India will continue to put the lives of millions of people, okay, at risk in just for just economic development. Okay, so vulnerable means millions of lives will be put at risk just because in the pursuit of they want to achieve economic development. Okay, India's commitment to net zero, okay, is for 2070. Now see, all these countries, they make promises. If for even India, if we say their commitment is for a target of net zero is for 2070, okay, completely cancelling the amount of greenhouse gases which are produced by human activity. Because of us, there is production of greenhouse gases. To completely cancel it, nullify it, our target is for 2017, which is very, very far away in future. Okay, you understand net zero targets, guys? Net zero means target of completely negating the greenhouse gases produced by human activity to zero. Okay, so whatever, because of our activities, whatever greenhouse gases are produced, that should be bring to zero. Okay, you have to reduce emissions. Okay, implement methods which can observe extra carbon dioxide. So that process. Okay, right? So unknowns characterize climate science and India. Okay, what do you mean by this line, guys? Can anybody tell me? This can be tricky here. Unknowns characterize climate science and India. Given our country's size, the population, okay, this will be very, very, guys, vulnerable. This will be very risky. Okay, will be disproportionately means too risky. It can be very risky. We must speed up. Okay, prioritize means give importance to the transition to energy sources which will not disturb the natural balance, which are minimally perturbing means very, very small, in a very, very minimum manner, which will disturb the natural balance. Okay, science is certain the planet which may be in a form which is not you are able to understand the planet at present, okay, will long outlast its current residents. People will suffer, not the planet. Planet will remain. People will go if their activity will not change. India has to speeden up the process of going to energy resources or sources which are not disturbing the natural balance. Okay, right? So, no, perturbing to is not fixed, Gargi. Okay, so perturbing means something which is disturbing to the natural balance. That is why 2 is written. Getting it, guys? India will have to work. Okay, it can be very disturbing. Okay, to the natural balance. We have to be quick. We have a target of 2070, which is very far away. We need to be very quick in for transitioning to changing to moving to energy resources that will not disturb the natural balance. At present, we are not able to understand the climates or planet's condition, but planet will remain forever. The residents will go, the people will die, the people's actions be very risky, but planet will remain. Planet will outlast. Okay. So concern is when you have a concern means uh, you are concerned about it, you are worried about it. Okay. Intention is totally different. What you want to do, what you intend to do. Getting it, guys? अच्छा मनोज बोल रहा है उत्तराखंड के भोले लोग नहीं क्लाइमेट साइंस नहीं जानते बट दे लिव ऑन अर्थ भोले लोग हैं उत्तराखंड के हाँ हाँ सो अननोन ये लाइन इंपॉर्टेंट है अभी बताओ इसका मीनिंग अननोन अननोन्स कैरेक्टराइज क्लाइमेट साइंस एंड इंडिया unknowns means there is lot of you can say lack of clarity with regards to planet. We always keep saying that planet is in danger. It is the people who are in danger. Planet will survive. That is what the writer means. Okay. So unknown unknowns. Joseph getting the point. Climate will survive. It is the people who will suffer. Getting it? So the line also which I have highlighted. Okay, if you see, people are more at risk. Particularly if we talk about India here, they have mentioned that. Okay. See, अज्ञात जलवायु विज्ञान की विशेषता है और भारत इसके आकार और जनसंख्या को देखते हुए अनुपातहीन रूप से असुरक्षित होगा. India will be very very unsafe at a huge risk. Okay. Unknown unknowns characterize climate science means अज्ञात जलवायु विज्ञान की विशेषता है. Characterize means that is their character. Okay. So we will be at major risk, huge risk. ठीक है. So very nice paragraph today, beautiful. Yes, Manjot, my husband is from Uttarakhand and what will you say is the tone? Planetary adjustment. I think I really like the way a writer says that it is not the planet which is in trouble, the people are in trouble. Okay, so theme of environment today. Is it a tone which is like giving warning? Yes, I feel warning more than concern. Okay, everybody saying concern tone. मुझे थोड़ा warning लग रहा है, तो warning हो सकता है. क्या बोलेंगे guys? Warning, giving a warning, a tone like that. Will you say? Yeah, making you aware of a fact, trying to warn you. Okay, I think that is the tone. Cautious. Yes, we say. I was forgetting that word. Cautious. Manoj, I live in Bangalore. Okay, but my husband is from Uttarakhand. I am from MP. Okay. So this is cautious tone. And concerned also. You're not totally wrong. Little concerned. But yeah. It's a warning that people are more in trouble than just the planet itself. Cautious. Okay, giving warning. Grammar, we got many lessons. When we start with conditional if, what do you use? Past tense, plural, were. Because it is conditional sentence. Also, committed to plus we use gerund form. Verb in ing, gerund form. Okay, this is also one learning we got grammar. There's one thing or one more thing. This I have highlighted, and the other thing, yeah, two very very important grammar lessons which we learned. Okay, if were, I have highlighted it also. If fragile were to mean, okay, a brittleness needing care. Okay, it is the people and animals that need protection from than a climate. It is more is required. Protection is required for people, for animals, not for the planet itself, right? So if plus were, if were conditional. Okay. Now vocabulary. Can you tell me what are the meanings of these words? Posited meaning, Arun is saying not Bangalore, it is Bengaluru. Nama Bengaluru, now it is Bengaluru, correct. Posited is put forward. Okay, put forward as a basis, as a statement. Okay, posited, put forward your argument. Fraught, when you say fraught with, filled with something, fraught is filled with something unpleasant. Usually we say fraught with danger, fraught with risk. Filled with something negative, unpleasant. ठीक है, हाँ, किसी चीज से भरा हुआ. Lucknow, I have been to Lucknow, Manoj. Perturbing means make someone worried, disturbing. किसी को परेशान कर देना. Disturbing. Okay, very disturbing. Okay, incomprehensible, जो समझना मुश्किल है. Now comprehension is always related to, for example, your reading comprehension, understanding. So incomprehensible is adjective which means impossible to understand. Impossible to understand. जिसे समझना असंभव है. Okay, underline which means emphasize on something. You underline it, means you want somebody to focus on it. Underline. Okay, emphasize, underlined. Rekhankit meaning show something clearly. Okay, emphasize something. किसी बात पर बल देना, उसको एम्फसाइज करना, उस पर जोर डालना. ठीक है. Lethal is deadly. Okay, lethal meaning sufficient that can cause death. अत्यंत भयंकर, हानिकारक, deadly. Right? Yeah, inhospitable, where you cannot live. Hospitable conditions are which are comfortable, you can live. But inhospitable condition means not pleasant to live in. Okay, adjective. For example, if I say inhospitable person means not friendly person. Okay, so inhospitable place means not pleasant to live in. Okay, जहाँ रहना सुखद ना हो. For example, inhospitable Arctic region. Okay, ameliorate means improve, सुधारना. Enhance. Okay, improve. Apocalyptic, I have told you all the words related to disaster you should know, very common. Okay, vinashkari, vinashkari. Disastrous. Vinashkari. Okay, vaguely, something which is vague is not clear. Okay, in a way which is not clear. So this is adverb vaguely, meaning not clearly. In a way that is not clear. अस्पष्ट रूप से. Okay, अस्पष्ट रूप से, not clear. Yes, सब कुछ words guys बहुत important है, very common also, like you will see again and again. Fraught with danger, fraught with risk, filled with. Okay, for example, underlined, highlighted, emphasized. Inhospitable, not pleasant. An inhospitable person means very unfriendly person. Ameliorate, improve. Apocalyptic, related to calamity, disaster. Okay, catastrophe. Vague is not clear. Okay, so very important ones. There are two others which you can read today. By the way, today is 18th February. There are two others which you can read. NSE lessons for corporate governance and surveying India's economy from Financial Express. Very important articles. Both are from Financial Express, suggested articles. Now in the comments, I would like you to mention the phrases meaning in the blink of an eye. Something which happens in the blink of an eye. And there is also one more guys, time and again. Very simple phrase, time and again. But you should know the meaning, right? Time and again. Mention in the comments below, and do join my Telegram channel and group for the PDFs. Guys, channel is also there. Sometimes you ask me PDFs, old PDFs, everything in the channel you can get easily. So Harshita Khurana, the Grammar Girl group and channel are there. Plus on Instagram, I have been posting comments for all of you, content for all of you. It is harshita.thegrammargirl. So even on Instagram, you can join me if you are there. Instagram is not just for entertainment, for learning also you can use it. Okay. So please, guys, do ping me and do join me on Insta also. Joseph, ping me directly on Telegram. I will share the other two editorials from where you can get it. Okay. Guys, I will see you again in the evening. Please enroll for the courses using code Harshita. Any course you buy on Oliveboard, SSC, banking, UPSC, okay, any kind of exam, any kind of subject, maths, reasoning, quant, English, GA, Urdu, Telugu, whatever, use my code Harshita for discount. Subscribe, like and share, and I will see you in the evening guys. 5 PM we have a session. Again, poll practice session for RBI assistant. Okay, so be there. Thank you and have a great day.